Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my 2018 best of makeup. So last year, the last couple years I've done this video where I talk about my most loved makeup from the entire year. Last year I separated the videos into drugstore and high-end just because some people can care less about one type of makeup. Some people are only interested in drugstore and some people are only interested in high-end. So I wanted to separate that apart from each other and this bitch can talk, and I know if I combine them together, this video would be like 40 minutes long. So I have it separated into categories from primer to setting spray to tools. Dang it, why does my battery always have to frickin' die? Okay, so let's finally get started. My god. So today's video is going to be drugstore. I hope you guys don't get too distracted from the glare in my glasses. I'm just not in the mood to put on contacts. I am so blind that if I took off my glasses, I probably couldn't read the book in front of me. So there's that. First is primer, and I don't have a primer. Great start. I stopped wearing primer most of the time. I really like moisturizing primers and I don't like any drugstore primers. So that's the tea on that, sis. All the primers that I've tried from the drugstore have been very silicone-y and I don't really like those. And yeah, I just don't think it's worth your money. 2, foundation. No surprise here is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and the CoverGirl, nope, that is also Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation. These guys are very good. This one is always going to be my absolute favorite. This is actually the foundation I use in my makeup kit. So, and I think it looks beautiful on all different skin types. Matte and Poreless, just a beautiful everyday foundation. It's not super matte, but it just looks really nice. And Superstay, full coverage. Downside, it does get cakey. This one, I want to say like its wear test is maybe not a full day's worth unless you use like a setting mist or something to kind of add some freshness back into it, or else it does get cakey. Concealer. Okay, I noticed that this year I've been a bougie little bitch with concealers and I've only been using mostly high-end. But for drugstore, I would have to say ColourPop. I know you can't get it in the drugstore, but it is drugstore prices. I think the ColourPop No Filter Concealer is $6, I think. Really great coverage and it just looks beautiful, fresh. And the only downside of these is that it does oxidize. So oxidize means that it darkens after application. So I would recommend maybe going a shade lighter. If you're already using the concealer to brighten up your under eye, then it might darken to your natural foundation color. So I would recommend going a shade lighter. But other than that, it's a really nice application, doe foot applicator, and super inexpensive. So it's worth it just to try it. For powder, this was actually a late find for me. One of my best friends actually recommended it to me, and it is the Maybelline FIT ME Loose Finishing Powder. Holy shit, this is a new fave to a point that I actually might buy more and put them in my makeup kit. So I have the color Light 15, which is actually, it's not even that light, it's actually pretty dark. Like I would say I have light medium skin tone and this is just considered light. Anyways, it is such a fine milled powder. It is beautiful. It's so nice for baking. I can set my whole face with this powder. Even though it is a loose powder, you can use this on your full face as a compact powder almost. Like the coverage on this is actually so nice. Today, for an example, my foundation and concealer did not look the greatest, and I just set my whole face with this powder. It added a nice wash of color to my face. It added coverage. It made my skin matte. Like, I love this powder. Last year, I mentioned the NYC City Proof Bronzer. This is a beautiful bronzer. I finally hit pan, so I mentioned this last year, so I'm not gonna rave about it, but it's like $4 at Walmart, and it's just so cheap, and it's a beautiful bronzer. Next is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Deep Bronzer, so if you're my skin tone, get Deep Bronzer. If you're lighter than me, then you can probably get the other one. This is not even a deep bronzer, but they call it Deep Bronzer. But it is such a nice formula. It's not completely matte. There's a hint of a shimmeriness to it, but it smells so good. It's the bronzer I'm wearing today, and I love it. Physicians Formula is normally more expensive for the drugstore, but if you can find it on sale, get it. Next is highlighter, and for highlighters, I want to say Maybelline Master Chrome highlighters won it this year. I have it in molten gold and molten rose gold. Out of the two, I wear rose gold more often. Beautiful. It is such a nice, like, creamy formula. It's a little powdery. You do need to tap off your brush when you use it, but it looks so nice. It doesn't look like it's just sitting on the skin. Once you blend it out, it looks beautiful. For eyebrows, I would have to say, just in general, L'Oreal brow gels. So I have the brow plumper, and this one is the brow stylist boost and set. This one's a really nice one if you're just wanting a very natural brow. It's a very small brush. So those brow gels are really nice if you want to just throw them on and run out the door, and they hold all day. Next, for eyeshadow, same thing with primer. I think drugstore eyeshadows are shit. Like, they're not good. Comment them down below if you found one and it works great for you. For me, they're just not nice. They have no coverage. They are so powdery and like talky almost, like the swatch. I don't know, I'm not gonna. If you found one, comment them down below. For liner and mascara, I mentioned this guy last year as well. This is the NYX matte liquid liner. So this one is like a brush applicator. So if you're into brushes more than felt tip, get this guy. It's so pigmented and it's so matte. Ugh, this is forever gonna be my love. And then next I have the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum in Ultra Black. So this is a felt tip. Normally I'm not the biggest fan of felt tip, but it does add a really nice application. I used it on my eyes today. This one's better priced than the NYX one, and I just find that felt tips dry out faster. But if you're more into felt tips, try that Physicians Formula one. For lashes for drugstore, Kiss, hands down. Kiss has like the best eyelashes ever, and they have different levels of it. They're not just like a very simple lash anymore. They do have like faux mink styles, so try those out if you're into like bigger lashes. For setting spray, I have 3 down. I tried this one like maybe last month, and I already repurchased 2 of them because I'm already blowing through this. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. It is getting up there with my Smashbox primer water. Like, girl, it sets your makeup so nice and melts everything together. It's like $7, and the mist is so, the mist is so fine and it smells delicious. And I also loved the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This one also is really nice. The mister is a little bit more aggressive, but it does set your makeup down. And another one I put on the list just because it's a really nice setting spray, but it's in between drugstore and high-end. This is the Morphe Continuing Setting Mist. This probably has the best mister ever. It is so fine, it's beautiful, it sets down your makeup so nice. Morphe is now sold at Sephora, and this retails for 20 bucks. So it's, like I said, it's kind of in between that drugstore and high-end like price value. Tools, hands down, Real Technique brushes. Real Technique brushes are the best. You can get them in all the drugstores. They are very reasonably priced for what they are. You can also get them at Winners, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. You can normally get them a few bucks cheaper in value sets. So try them out if you're interested in getting new brushes. They're so soft and Their application is just beautiful. And last but not least, hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. I almost actually forgot the lips category, but this is the Loreal lip gloss. It's called the Lip Dew, but this is the collab with Camilla Cabello. The collab with Camilla Cabello in her Havana collection. This is actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now. Oh, it is just so comfortable. I would actually compare it to the Too Faced, it's their oil lip gloss in like the their peach collection. So comparable to that. It's almost like that lip gloss, like oily consistency where it's so hydrating. A little expensive for drugstore. This lip gloss was like 16 bucks or something, $15. Anyways, too expensive for drugstore. I keep it in my purse and I use it all the time. It's the perfect color. It's so comfortable and it actually is very hydrating. To be honest, for 2018, I did use mostly high-end products. So that is my favorite drugstore of 2018. But I would recommend everything that I talked about. So that is everything I loved for drugstore. So stay tuned for my high-end best of 2018. That will be coming soon. But if you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite drugstore products for 2018. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. The big red button is down below. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!